Happy Wednesday, everyone. Welcome back. It is time for a Pounds for Purrs workout, and technically I was supposed to lift yesterday. It was a bad night of sleep, and I just kept pushing it off and off and off and later, and then it got to the point where I couldn't lift. So I did just a home workout. I did some kung fu conditioning and things like that. So I still got some work done, but I was technically on my scheduled day to lift. This morning I woke up early. I've been doing that a lot lately, and just random times, 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, and I just figured, look, just get moving, go to the gym, get a morning workout in, and that's exactly what I did. So I started off on the elliptical for a half mile, which took 4 minutes and 25 seconds. And then, as you are seeing and just finished seeing actually, the primer that I chose was a combination of a tall snatch high pull plus tall snatch, which I've done before. I was tempted to do just a snatch extension plus a tall snatch, but at the last second I just decided to go to something that I had done before. And so I'm basically ramping up the same way I have been, but just with a few different ways. So doing 45, 55, and 65 with the primer, and then coming to hang snatch for a couple sets, and then after that going to the floor. I don't know if I'll do that again. I might just go back to what I was already doing, but I just thought I'd switch it up a little bit. It was kind of fun. It was something a little bit different, but it's day 2 of the current weights, and I just wanted to make sure that I was ready. It was I think it was 9 in the morning or something like that. So it did take a little bit to wake up, and once I was ready to go, sets were pretty decent today and comfortable. So the weight is still very comfortable, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to have either the same or a little bit of a better performance on the third day, which will be Friday, and go from there. So yeah, I didn't lift yesterday when I was supposed to, so it throws the schedule off a little, but I got over it pretty quickly. It's not a big deal. It really isn't. So today's workout, not bad. I got everything done, and there'll just be a couple notes to make, but other than that, it was pretty much just get in, get the work done, and get out. So with these reps, with these sets, not bad for the doubles. Now this one, first rep, I don't like that instability. It wasn't even so much that I bounced out of the bottom, which was not intentional. I didn't try to do that. It was the instability on my right side that made me stand up right away. Second rep was much better, but that first rep I didn't like, so I didn't want to count that. And so here's where set 5 properly was. But for that previous one, that first rep, the opening one, I just was not happy about it, so I didn't want to count it. It wouldn't feel right, and I know even if somebody were to look at it and say it was okay, it wasn't stable and it wasn't strong. So I wanted to make a note and redo it. And then the other note that I'll make is that I did 8 working sets, not counting the one that I didn't want to include. But I don't know what happened. I really don't. But I distinctly remember doing 8 working sets, or 9 total, but who knows what happened. I may have accidentally deleted the video. Who knows? Now, clean and jerk. So I'm still going on the same pace, 90 seconds of rest in between working sets, and between snatch and clean and jerk, I gave myself a good 3 minutes between changing exercises, just because the last thing I want to do is rush things and go too fast and lose conditioning and have that fatigue be a determining factor in how the lifts go. So between exercises, I'm going to be a little bit more liberal for the most part, and just kind of take whatever rest I think I need and just kind of go from there. Today I didn't have to redo any of the clean and jerk reps, so that's always a nice thing. Last time I did have to redo one. Today, didn't have to. So these are moving great. They're moving better, and I'm happy about that. It's not a lot of weight, of course. It's 175, but it's in a comfortable place where technique feels like it's really getting refined, that it's pretty much back to where it used to be. And when I last focused on clean and jerk, it's been a long time. So it's just nice to get the movement pattern comfortable and confident. And I really think that going back to 225 won't be a problem, won't be an issue. And then really possibly going beyond that, which would be nice. I'm not really pushing for it. I'm not expecting it. It's not even about why I'm doing this program this time around. It's really for the conditioning benefits, including the Olympic lifts, giving them some attention because it's been a while. I've been mostly doing derivatives as the technique primers for the power lifts and maybe as an accessory movement, but I like giving them the focus and the attention and making them primary movers. Not all the time. It varies during the year, but it reminds me how much I really just enjoy doing them. I enjoy the lifts. Not everybody does them, and that's totally fine. I particularly like them. It's a great challenge. It's a great workout. They're great movements. These are full body exercises, which is always a good thing. Now, coming to the strength movers, not a lot to say. So these are pretty much going the same way that they have been, and 175 for both front squat and military press. So it's good. It's good, especially for the fact that the military press is regaining strength. When I first came back to the gym, it was kind of the one major lift that was lagging behind. And I mean, it wasn't terrible. I did get to 235 for a single, but I was hoping to be able to match my previous best, which was 245, and I did not do that. And I'm okay with it. I didn't have high expectations, but it is what it is. And now it's my fourth lift, my final lift of the day, and I'm moving 175 very, very comfortably and quite easily, so that's always a good thing. And I'd like to get the overhead press, the strict press, up again. I'll probably it's going to be some time before I really focus and concentrate on it. I have a couple ideas of what I'm going to do next, and which is going to involve bench press and probably incline bench press. I definitely prefer incline over flat bench for me personally, and so I'll probably go back to giving the chest some attention and making it a primary mover, because it's been a while. It's been since first quarter last year was the last time I really was giving the bench press that kind of priority. So I'm going to go back to that. I'll probably do a conditioning based program where it's going to be more on volume rather than intensity, and then kind of go from there. I don't know if I'll try to max out at any point. I very well just might progressively overload to a certain degree and then switch to maybe something else after that. And that's really the game plan. Right now, I definitely want to continue this program to the end of the month. And after that, I probably will switch, because I really don't have a desire to completely max out on snatch and clean and jerk. I want them to be in a good place, that's for sure. And at the very minimum, maybe be able to match what I have done in the past. But I'm just happy to be lean again and just to have the Olympic lifts programmed back into my body, because it was too long since I really had done them, at least to any considerable measure. So it's just nice to be back at it and moving them again, and it always does remind me how much I truly enjoy them. And of course, not everybody needs to be doing these exercises. I just happen to enjoy them. I happen to like them, and I'll always put them in at some point. But I really love doing things like tall snatching, drop snatching, snatch push press for the bigger lifts, for the power lifts. And it really makes a difference. It has really helped doing power cleans before deadlifts. I just really like it. It's a good way to be. It's not the only way to be, but it's a good way to be. It really gets me ready for those particular heavy days when you need your central nervous system fired up and primed up. So I'll be doing that for the foreseeable future. All right, everyone, adopt, don't chop.